It's me, Jack Gamer, and what I'm thinking of to do today is to make what if Deku had the Omnitrix series. This is part one of the series, so I'm trying my best to make at least video of Benton. So I was thinking, how about if Deku had an Omnitrix? I know a few people already done it, but I'm thinking of me doing it. So let's get into the video. So anyway, so this is how I think of it. As you know, in the original series, Deku was found. Deku was quirkless, just like always. So Deku was so disappointed the day he found out he was quirkless. So what happened after the day he was found he was quirkless? He went to a forest out. So what he did was basically saw a wishing star and he asked a wishing star, "I want to be a hero," he said. But then the meteor went exactly to his direction. Deku had time to run, so he ran as fast as he can go. So he started to run. So after that, he was luckily able to dodge the crash. So he went near it, thinking it was some kind of meteor. So after he went there, the meteorite started opening, and he was really scared. What if something comes out of it? And he sees a regular watch. After he sees the regular watch, he goes to it, and then the watch immediately goes and wraps around his arm unbreakably. So things start going his way. He was pretty scared. He tries to break it off. He tried to take it off, break it off, shake it off. Nothing worked. In the end, he just gave up and pressed a button. It opened up. The middle piece came out. And then he started to... his curiosity started to rise. He pressed it, and then a giant green glow came, and then he was full of fire. He was super scared. He was thinking that, "Oh, no, what happened to me? I'm fully done. I'm on fire." And the next thing he was thinking was, after a few seconds, he started, "Wait, the fire is not hurting me. Wait a minute. The fire's not hurting me. I'm not on fire. I am fire." Deku thinks he was a little bit overconfident. Let's take a big time skip. And so back with the original series where Deku wanted to be a hero. So Deku actually wants to be a hero. He didn't tell his mother about it because she would think she would totally freak out because of the watch and alien DNA thing. So he decided to go to the UA exam. So by now, Midoriya doesn't have the same omnitrix that comes in the original series. He has the ultimatrix, that can that can evolve the aliens to the highest state. So what he does is when he goes into the exam, everybody thinks he's just an ordinary boy with an ordinary quirk, but everyone was wrong about him. And then Midoriya, Hizuku, I'll call him Deku. Deku transformed into Humongosaur. He started destroying everything. Everybody was just very shocked. Nobody would even think of that much power. So what they did, and most of the people did get their points, but not as Midoriya. Midoriya keeps running and breaking bots, and when he heard a girl's cry, he ran to there and saw Uraka, trapped under a rock, and the massive 0-point robot. Nobody would help her because it was such a big robot. So what Deku did, he was confident about it, and he said, I have to go ultimate. He hits the omnitrix again, and he turns into ultimate Humongosaur. And so what he does is he launches few missiles towards the 0-point robot, and then he finally hits it on the leg, on the wheels, and it stops moving. And then he broke the rock on top of Uraka, and then took her away, and then Deku transformed back. And then he looks again in his watch. What can I do? Which one should I go? He says, alright, maybe Overkill can do something. And then he turns into Cannonbolt. Alright, Omnitrix, why don't you give me anything good, or at least what I want? Well, this seems good enough, Deku says. And then he launches himself to the 0-point robot's head and breaks it, just like in the anime. So then, just like in the anime, he gets into UA, and in My Hero Academia, Deku has afraid of Bakugo, still afraid of Bakugo. So what they do, they go to the UA trials. What they ask to figure out what their quirk is, and Aizawa says to Oriyama and Deku to stop. They use support items because it would be cheating. But Deku said he had a quirk that allows him to transform into aliens with their DNA, but he uses his watch to control it. Oriyama says, my body can't handle the quirk I was given, so I need a support item to control it. The Aizawa was okay with it, since they needed the support items to work with their quirk. So what they do finally, Deku the highest wins. Actually, Deku runs the ball throw. What they did was Deku finished it. Deku turned into Alien X, and with Alien X, he threw the ball into space that Aizawa gave him infinity. So then Deku was highest in everything, and basically that's how he got into UA. So they went on to the bus. A few days later, let's go on to the trip of the USJ. And so what happens with the USJ is that they actually I meant the hero training. Everything the hero training is exactly the same in the anime. Well, not exactly the same. The fights are a little bit different. The thing is, Deku has the omnitrix. So what Deku does is, as soon as Bakugo jumps at him, Deku turns into Wrath, and then Deku like, let me tell you something, Kosuke Bakugo. I'm not getting beat by you this time. Raka ran, and Deku told Raka to run away. So Bakugo and them keep fighting. Uraraka and then catch the bomb. Just like in the anime, Uraraka catches the bomb. So after Uraraka catches the bomb, they go and then like just like that, Bakugo's confidence goes very very low since he saw everybody else. Everybody has pretty decent quirks. So, and also one thing I forgot to mention is Mineta got expelled. I forgot about mentioning that. So then, what happens is, after Deku wins that, they all go to the USJ. They were on the bus, and they were all teasing Bakugo. Deku was a little bit surprised since he was the one getting teased by Bakugo, but Bakugo is getting teased. So, just like that, Deku was quiet again, and he was drawing the sketch of all the aliens he could transform. And Tsuyu looks over and sees what he was sketching. It was a sketch of Weibig, and asked, "Hey, which alien is that, Deku-kun?" Deku answers, "It's my sketch of my biggest alien. It's way big." And so, just like that, he tells about Weibig is the biggest alien of all of his aliens, and that it also has an ultimate form, which he was showing to all of them, which he was showing to Tsuyu. And like that, they keep chatting on the bus, and then they go to the USJ with the Hero 13. All of them were talking about it. All of them were talking about everything. And 13 pointed three fingers. Aizawa asked, "What about All Might?" And 13 pointed three fingers, which Deku knew what he was meant by three fingers. It means here All Might already spent 3 hours. So Deku and the rest of the classmates were a little bit surprised to how big the USJ was. They even saw buildings, the fire zone, everything. So until then, they heard a big noise coming from the center of the USJ. So what they did, all of them looked to, like in the anime, Shigaraki comes out. Everyone was shocked. And that's it for today's episode of What If Deku Had the Omnitrix, and see you next time. Bye guys.